I wanted it to, I wanted it to sell, and
Mm,
then and
it
then
might not, right?
yeah, it might
Usually,
not.
I don't need to look this far, like all the way this era, right? But still, you can see price is in this level. Last month broke through this invasion fair value gap here, but we still have this other one that price is still within, right? So usually this is a new month. So
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you, right? Let's just start by looking at what price usually do, the primary objective of this market. What is the primary objective of this market?
What do you mean the primary objectives?
So what
We
does
need
this
to.
market really do on a daily basis?
It buys.
It sells, it buy. But so if I say what is the primary objective of this market, basically the primary objective of this market, of financial market, is to seek liquidity, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is, like I say, if you don't have this mentality, if you don't have this in your mind, like there is no buyer either way that is going to be correct for you, you know. So when you are coming to the market, you are literally looking at the candlesticks and like, okay, we are here right now. Where can we like possibly go to? Like where will be the next area? I know structure work, of course, it works and it aligns with structure as well, you know. But like when you are looking at structure, even before you look at structure, you first of all look at liquidity area, right?
Yeah,
Because even
the
your
previous
structure itself is a
the
liquidity area.
previous month. So
So
that's what it did. It took the previous month liquidity, then it started selling. I thought I was gonna sell some more, but it didn't.
you mean right here?
Yes.
Okay, you see, that is why I'm telling you right now, you know, it's okay. There are sometimes it comes like this. And remember, the primary objective of this market is to seek liquidity, right? And what are we looking for? We're looking for sufficient liquidity. Bro, if we take this liquidity and there is no sign of market wants to sell, that is market crying out, hey, I want more liquidity. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Got you. Got you.
So
Got you. Got you.
this is what you have to always have in your head. Now, I don't care about this month, you know. This is that, like I said, that's why I'm different. I don't care about this month right now because for me, looking at this is one thing you should know. This is one thing you should know. I'm just going to give you some little secret right here, right? Looking at this candle, right? This particular candle, right? If this candle, it can sell. It's not a problem. Like I'm not going to say it's not going to sell or something. It can sell, right? But for what I know, what I've like from my experience, looking at this candle, it tells me that price wants to go higher. And you can say why. If price was supposed to start selling now or maybe pull back a little bit, right? Which it
Mm-hmm.
might do later, but maybe not now. It could be next week or something, right? So if price wanted to like start pulling back this week or something, it can, like I say, we just follow what the market like present to us, right? But for me, looking at this market, I can tell you this candle tell me that price wants to go higher. It wants higher liquidity. And now, where are we looking at?
The
First,
black candle. The black candle right there.
right,
Yep.
this one right here. Yes,
Yep.
this is the first area you will be looking at. And imagine from here to here is what? Around 200 pips. You understand what I'm saying? This,
Yes.
this right here, this candle, this green candle, disrespecting this inverse fair value gap, it tells you a lot of story. Not inverse fair value gap either way. Disrespecting this fair value gap, it tells you a lot of story. So now, if price was going to sell, you really think this candle was going to close like this? No, because before a fair value gap, we have highs. And what are these highs? Liquidity. We have this high right here, relative equal highs. We also have this high close to this imbalance. So if price was to seek this liquidity, all those highs into this area, price will accumulate right here. That accumulation phase will tell you that price wants to sell from here.
Got you. Got you. Makes
So
sense.
now, looking at this candle, is telling me that we need higher liquidity. Once price failed to respect the first seek inefficiency and didn't like accumulate for redistribution or like distribution or something, then price is telling that I need more liquidity. So seller wants higher liquidity. Basically, that is
Yeah,
why
I get it.
price disrespects this fair value gap. And now, what do you expect? Yeah, like I said, price can
And
pull back and continue going higher. But trust me, bro, the liquidity we are aiming for is this one or all of this now. But are we going to get there? Yeah, but remember, this shape is the point of interest right here. So price can literally take this liquidity out and just probably pull back from here. It can do something like this, and it
okay.
can just continue going higher. But look for liquidity area. So the first liquidity that we have here, we know we have this high, but this one is what I'm looking at, because once price disrespected this area, I want a pullback into this area as well and continue going higher. This is just the
Yeah.
monthly time frame,
Yeah. So I get
perspective.
it. So can you go to the
So
daily
now,
then?
looking at this, let's go to, and you can also do like this candlestick that broke this level, and you can also look, okay, maybe price is going to, before, maybe it needs like some sell side liquidity to push price to higher price, right? So
Hmm.
maybe around this level, we can be looking at equilibrium area. So what do you have even in this level? We have this V-shaped level, like this area is open and close. So, and previous week candle can just be a liquidity that price might be looking for to continue going higher. Because for me, like I say, I will be looking for higher prices. It could come like this and
Hmm.
continue going higher for this area, and it could use any level. So now
Hmm.
this is for this. You can just flip this candle, use the 50% area to see if price is going to respect it, or use like previous candle low and highs for like liquidity, which is minor in terms of coming from higher time frame like monthly. So it's not minor, the weekly time frame is not minor, but like it's minor to the monthly. So yeah, you can use like probably look at this area for price to come and take them out and like continue going higher, because we already know this is our target. Having that target in mind is very important. So now we have previous week low and of course high there. Then looking at the monthly, what did I tell you? The previous week low, you can see there is a pullback low right here. And now what happened? Price has taken this high. So we might have like some liquidity taken out. Price is accumulating. Me looking at this from the daily perspective, I expect, maybe a pullback from here. Yeah, fine. Like today we took out this, we came into this fair value gap yesterday. Yesterday, we then we rejected, then we took this low and push higher, right? Which is also a sign of, bullishness, right? So if you were to trade, did you trade today?
I traded on Monday night when it sold.
So this candle for the buy. So if you were to trade it today, I mean, you can see this is a clean like setup. Maybe he didn't present it to you or something, but with the candlestick from the 4 hour, I already know like, okay, this is a go-go. What time was this? 22, 2 a.m. my time. It is hard, like, but if I were to trade this, like looking at what price did, I would take this trade. But I mean, I just focus on gold now. So gold and GU.
Yeah, I just want to trade gold and UJ and 30. That's it. Only three pairs I look at.
So let's say coming into London session, right here, you want to trade UJ. I mean, mainly it's New York session, you want to trade this kind of pair either way. Because you can see London session was like we're accumulating, you know.
So can we check good after this pair?
We are going to check good.
And GU.
So London session was like kind of accumulating. Then we pull back in New York session right here. Let me take this one out. Prior to New York session, price took out this low because we didn't need so much liquidity to push higher. Like this is UJ, so you know, like US dollar and US session will be an Asia session will be the main move, not even London. So we have this low gets taken. Let's see. With a golfy candle and price also disrespect this area. I don't usually go to the 5 minutes though, but yeah, this is where you will get your entry from. If I am to trade this one though, but yeah, like this, because you can see how session as soon as session New York session open, after price rejected that area, here price just came into this level and start to go up from New York session direct, you know. But I don't trade like UJ. It's okay to trade them, but like it's not what
Yeah.
I'm looking at. So, but yeah, from what I can see, I like I say, I need higher prices, you know. I want price to go higher more. That is what I'm just saying, you know. It's
What's
clear.
what's the least time frame you look at for your trade for entry? The least.
You can see this is my time frame I have in my screen right here. I don't go below that.
Let me see.
It's the
The
five
four
minutes.
hours. Oh, okay.
I don't go below this. So mainly 15 minutes is what I use mainly. But yeah, if I'm looking at like 1 hour something, then I can just okay, let me use the 5 minutes or still the 15 minutes. But 15 minutes what I likely like mostly I use the most. So
But you don't. Sorry for asking. You don't identify your structures and liquidity point from the 15 minutes and use the 5 minutes for
never,
entry.
never,
Oh, thank you very much. This is one of the things I want to know.
never. So yeah, we if you're looking at this, I mean you trade New York session, so probably you will always get entry from New York session, but like you must wait for liquidity to be taken first, you know. You must wait for liquidity to be taken. And this is correct candlestick right here. We can take this one out. And like you can see, it's clear that price has returned to this area. Man, just watch out for this fair value gap either way, right here. So we have previous 4 hour low close to that fair value gap. Right there. So watch out for this area. The reason why I say because this area kind of has been rebalanced. I mean, price can still test your level right here. So I will watch out for this fair value gap. Maybe Asia session can sell to this level and price can just continue buying up to the upside. So this is like what I see in UJ, you know, something like this. It's what I see in UJ.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I would want to happen. I've been waiting for it to pull back some more. My
Mhm.
overall bias was for it to keep buying. I just was waiting for the pullback.
Yeah,
I was just getting thirsty for it to pull back.
this is a very good target. This high right here. It might just go past there, but like this is some real good target. We have
So
one
quick,
high.
quick question:
Yeah,
can you go back to the right there on the day over on a 4 hour?
4 hour or the daily.
4 hours fine. Do you think it got to take this liquidity out before it starts selling?
Which one? This one?
Yes.
Usually, right?
Okay.
This is something. It's a good question. This is something like you have to pay attention to, right? Like I'm not the market, but bro, there is no need for price coming towards this upside and he wants to take out this high first, coming back here and no. So it will rather, because this is the 4 hour, so we also have this candle right here. It can take this, it can take this and run lower, then continue higher. You know, of course, it can also take this 4 hour high right here and then come down, take the low, then continue. You understand what I'm saying? But
Yes, I was
oh
just wondering.
yeah,
I know I
it's
got to
not too
take
far
some high
away.
before
What?
it starts low.
What did you say?
How many pips is that from? How many pips is that from where it's at right now?
From here to here, this 24,
Yes,
and this is 30 something. So, but yeah, for me,
I think it
in
might
fact,
take
the
the
trade New York
24.
session.
Yeah, it might take
So
the 24.
for sure, price has already done everything before New York session. You just have to look before New York session, opens. That is when you want to be looking at your chart to see, okay, where price at this moment and like what we have done. Because you have to have one bias. There is nothing like it's going down, it's going up. My bias is bullish. So coming to my session, I only want price to run lower liquidity and like I will be looking to buy, right? That's all. You must have a bias and stick to that bias.
I got
So
you.
that is one thing. I see like a lot of people like, oh yeah, gold is selling, gold is buying, gold is selling. What is that? Why don't you take the trade that you want to trade and like if you're okay, then you go out from the market. So you cannot have two buyers.
Hey, Andrew.
Hi.
Hey, good evening. So, sorry, I was a few minutes late. Did you go over the 4 hour structure question that I had? And then can I share my 30 chart with you, my US 30 chart after that? I just didn't know if you talked about what I had asked you.
No, no, I haven't. It just started not too long. I haven't yet. So when just hold on a minute. When we finish here, like you can share your chart and like we can talk about what you asked. And so this is good, right? Let's look at good. We have, you can just take this ones out so you guys can see. Now, price seeks liquidity, offer fair value, rebalance inefficiency, would like seek efficiency, basically, right? So now we have this low right here. We have all of these lows right here. So when price took all of this out, what did price do? Price pull back where into inefficiency. Price respected that inefficiency and now price sell. So price selling, where can we possibly target? Remember, price is looking for liquidity up and down. So we know there are still liquidity down here, right? Like this low and all of this low overall. Basically, you can just mark this out. That is relative equal lows, and this is the low. So now we see what is this? Monday accumulate, Tuesday distribute, then we have Wednesday, we pull back. Where are we pulling back to? Who knows? So we have this inefficiency candle. Price is
Yeah,
currently rebalancing, right?
yeah.
Now, we can't really see or know what the price is doing. So now let's raise the price action. And I want you all to pay attention to this place now. Will now this was inefficiency from the daily, right? And from the daily 1 day fair value gap, right? Can you guys see what I marked out now?
Yes.
Okay. Listen, and like I say, I want you guys to pay attention to what I'm doing right here. So if I am to take this trade, a sell, what am I looking for? I need price to tell me some kind of information. Hey, I want to go this way, right? Now, again, like I'm always saying, that internal short-term high or low needs to be disrespected to tell you I'm going up or I'm going down. Are you guys like understanding what I'm saying right now? When price trade into your point of interest, before you take a trade, Naima especially, like, of course, similar question you asked, right? It doesn't matter which time frame it may be. Before you take a trade, you must know where we are going before, okay, yeah, now we are going this way, so let's take a trade towards this direction. Now, when price traded into this fair value gap, like I say again, basically, let's use this right now. This is the highest candle right here. And of course, price took liquidity, we pull back, we trade down, we came back there. Now we have this candle high and low as liquidity, right? Right here, the low has not been taken. So what happened? Price pulled back, took the high, still into that fair value gap. Price now started moving down. Now, before you take this trade, there is something I want you guys to see right here. Where is the short-term high that took out that high? Right here. This is the short-term high right here. At what point that low was broken? This was when that low was broken. This one right here was liquidity taking. Price started to accumulate. Smart money were collecting orders. So, like, in fact, I'm going to I'm not sure if I'm sharing the whole screen. Because I wanted to like show you my notes, show you guys the notes. Hold on. Notes. Right. So now I'm going to put something right here on my screen. Right. So basically, like fair value gap represents an imbalance, right? Not resting liquidity. You guys should have to know. Liquidity, where others are resting, buy stops, all of this, which is highs and low. So basically, this high was liquidity. Now, when price retraces into a fair value gap, it doesn't matter. It often uses that area to engineer liquidity, grabs, runs a high or low just before tapping into the fair value gap, just before tapping the fair value gap, right? It often uses that area to, okay, no. It may accumulate orders inside that imbalance before resuming the main move. Now, when price took liquidity, price was accumulating. It didn't tell you where it wants to go because the high and low of that short-term high and was here. You can see there was never a time price has closed above this high, whether the body or the candle wick, this low, whether the body or the candle wicks. Never. All-thing right here, which means your main focus now is this and this. You can use the body, it doesn't matter, but I'm just showing you, like, from this high to this low is your main focus. So if you want to use your, what is it called, week to week, it's like this. So your main focus is this high to this. This is what tells us gold wants to sell. It's not a magic. it's like it's something you have to know. Like I say, imbalances, liquidity, they are a point of interest. But know that market is always seeking liquidity. If being in like seeking liquidity, rebalance inefficiency, whether market trading back into inefficiency, right? Price, there is a high before that inefficiency. What is above that high is liquidity. It's not just going there because there we have imbalance. There is a high close or just right before that imbalance. That high is liquidity. So when price takes out that high and rebalance that inefficiency, you will see price accumulating. That means consolidating. What is he doing? He is now telling us that, okay, price is at rest. They haven't decided where to move the price next. So now what we tell you is the short-term high that took short-term high or low that took out that liquidity into that fair value gap. If it gets disrespected, that is a change in state of delivery. Because price going into that area was bullish. So if that area should get valuated, price is literally changing phase. Now, you mark from high weeks to low weeks, what? The 50%, right? Mathematically, midpoint. What happened? When price trade into that area, price rejected, right there. And what do you see? The next candle. Now, again, I'm going to take this out. Basically, before your session, like I always say, because price has already tell you where I'm going now. You are coming, showing up to your session. Before your session, we have a high and low. Where is the high? Right here. You see how this green candle came back, took out that high? You don't care about this whole move now. You are now looking for kind of liquidity to trade your session. That is what you are looking for. Do you guys understand? Is it clear to
Yes,
anybody
I'm
here?
following you. I just continue. You may answer my question in your explanation, but yeah.
Anybody else, like, do you guys understand what I'm doing here?
Yes.
I'm still kind of
so now,
confused though.
what are you confused about right now?
It's like when you said like when the price get to the imbalance, it has to accumulate before distributing. So that part is what I'm confused about.
So basically, anytime price take out a high, there must be an accumulation even before going higher, or if he wants to reverse. The same as whenever price take out a low, anytime price take out a low or something, there must be an accumulation before deciding where to go, whether retracing back to continue or continue from there. So that accumulation is a phase where the market is resting. So now, taking out a high or low, price has 6 liquidity, which is what price is constantly doing. Now, before we tell you that I want to continue going down, depending on the trend, right? Up or down, if we take out the high, before we tell you that I want to continue going up, price will accumulate a little bit. That accumulation phase is telling you that I want to go somewhere, but I don't know where to go now. What is the next liquidity pool that I might be interested in, like going for or something? Or is there an imbalance that I need to rebalance before going somewhere else? Because these are the things the market is doing. That accumulation phase, would you trade it? No. The only way you can trade that accumulation phase is when price has given you a sign that I want to start going down or up. The same if price trade into imbalance, price will be accumulating, and before it will move from there, it will tell you that, okay, I want to go up or down. So taking out liquidity high or low price will accumulate. That is offering fair value, equilibrium, balanced area. Trading into a fair value gap, price will accumulate. What again? That is offering fair value, accumulating, equilibrium.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just these three things. I don't want to know like the terminology or something. Just that three things. Accumulation is basically offering fair value, equilibrium. A state where
Yeah.
price is resting and where buyers and seller come to an agreement. That is
Brilliant.
just that state, that accumulation phase. So now, price took
Okay.
out the low. Like I say, you can measure from here to there. It depends on you. Like now we were coming into London session. You can see before the price started moving down all the way, we still needed what? Some kind of liquidity. What? After price has told us we want to go down, we still need some kind of liquidity. At this point, we don't need to take out this high to continue going down. That's why I told you guys those kind of internal liquidity can serve as enough liquidity to push price to its direction, because after all, we have taken a bigger liquidity in this way. We were just looking for kind of liquidity to push price down. Now you are trading session, because here price also took some liquidity. Like, of course, if you are awake all day, you want to trade every day, every minute, every hour, then you can stay awake and be looking at the market. But you are coming to your session. This is London session, and then before New York session. Prior to your session, you want to look for liquidity for price to be taken and what? Move. You can see right here, price take out that liquidity, that previous 4-hour high, and it was also Asian high, Asian session high. Then me and Vasi, okay, this boy is not even here. We took this trade as like from here, price move, it started accumulating again and again and again.
Yeah.
Of course, we also identify some kind
I
of
took the
liquidity.
trade too.
As soon as price takes that low, where the very first area was here, right here. So, I mean, we already know price wants to go down. It was just misbehaving because price has already shown us, okay, where we want to go. Whether you use the candlestick or the body, doesn't matter at this point. Right here, price change. You can see now we have a high and low. Then whether you fib or something, you just look for a point of interest where you want to enter. Now you see New York session, price started to sell
Yeah, it was
all
from
the
that
way.
time.
So it's just the same thing, whether from higher time frame to lower time frame. The same thing you are looking at is the same thing you are looking at, because that is that thing that is going to tell you that price wants to move towards this direction, nothing else. As you see that thing in the higher time frame telling you that price wants to move down, is the same thing when you go down. You have to see the same thing telling you that price wants to move down. So that means higher time frame and the lower time frame has aligned. What else are you looking for? Nothing else. So yeah, like on gold, remember, like I say, price was moving from this daily fair value gap. I wanted price to come down. We have like relative equal lows here, and of course a low, low, low. So this is just a pullback to where the last area is here. This is the last high and low. And this 4-hour candle is very important for me. This candle right here. It's some kind of liquidity. You see the high and low. So price is just within inside this range now. It might be the high might get taken before coming all the way down. Then this is like a real major high. So it might be, or we can start like, I know we've been taking some highs, but price haven't shown you like, oh yeah, price wants to go down or something. So it might just be, before we even go higher for that liquidity, we might just come down to take some kind of internal liquidity, and before going higher to take the other high, then sell in your favorite session or something. So I'm still bearish on this pair for now. Until price tell me, okay, yeah, now we want to change phase or something. Yeah, fine. We have a pullback, price like shift structure right here and clean back. Respect that area where this is London session and price started buying up. With this, we see that. So right now, price is still like going here, and the overall is still like kind of here because this high right here haven't been retested apart from here right now. And of course, this is a major liquidity, this huge candle. So I would like to see that high gets run. Then if he wants to turn around, he can turn around, you know. Like I say, I still have liquidity in this downside for price to run. So this is what I'm looking at. Let me see London session. Alrighty. So any question?
Yes, I have some questions.
You said you wanted to share your screen, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
some of my questions you answered,
Yeah.
and I see what I could do better tomorrow. But I'll share it.
So you want to share your screen now?
Yes, I'm gonna share it. Yes, sir.
Okay. We're waiting.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, I have it in replay mode because I saw I guess what I did wrong, not wrong, but what I could have done better. So
Hold on,
this
hold on,
on the
hold on,
four
hold on,
hour,
hold on, hold on. So, like you guys know, right? I'm always saying one thing every day, every day. The pair you are trading, you must have relationship with that pair. So how you must understand what that pair is doing. You know how gold behave is different from how GBP USD behave, right? I mean, I trade both of them because I see them. I've seen like their characteristic when they want to sell, when they want to buy, what kind of formation they form or something. Even if I'm trading in the same way, right? But at the time they are doing this, is different. So you must know exactly what kind of entry model you have for your pair. You know.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. So from where you were talking to me about before, like I saw where price came and broke structure here, right? From the 2 a.m. 4 hour candle, and then price bought. So going down to the lower time frame, basically what happened this morning is price bought, right? I'll put on my session so you can see. Price bought and then it manipulated lower, right? So
Mm-hmm.
price broke that 4 hour candle from London session.
Yeah.
So New York, it broke that. And then it was some corrective movement here. It came back down and then price bought, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my entry, I'm going to get to my question in a second. I just wanted to show you something. So let me go to the 1 minute. So this is where, because it was at 9, I entered at like 9 something. Well, this is where I would have entered right here at this FVG plus a breaker block, right?
Okay.
But price only went, well, it's not that bad. It went like
Okay.
about
Hold on.
50,
Hold on. Hold
60.
on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. So now there is something you need to know. Again,
Okay.
there is something you need to know. So you said you wanted to buy from here or something. I don't know. Even
Yeah,
the,
from
the
here.
new traders that started trading yesterday or something, I believe they are taught that whenever they take a trade, their target will be equal highs, right? So this market, first of all, played out well, right? There is nothing wrong with this setup. You took a trade from here, you target the same high. That is your target. That is your target. If the price decide to go further, that is the choice of that market, you know. But usually when you take a trade, you target the same high or low that the pullback came from, you know. So this one was like a good trade. So now you can continue.
Okay. So you answered my question because I thought that price was going to continue. And that's where my issue is. It's my exits, right? It's not the entry so much, it's the exit. So for me, because I was looking, my ultimate, what I ultimately was looking at was for price to come here, right? But I'm going to get to that in a second.
Your
So
ultimate was
that's what
for
happened
price to get where? To this fair value
here at
gap?
this four. No, well, the fair value gap or the order block. So I'm looking for
Okay,
price.
okay,
I
okay.
thought that price was gonna,
Yeah,
I
hold
thought
on,
that
hold
price
on,
was
hold
gonna
on, hold on
buy
first.
all the way up there.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah, like I said, you should hold on first. So you should know, right? I mean, it's okay, like you know, there's other blocks there, there's fair value gap. But where exactly are you targeting? So I hope everybody is watching what I want to point out right here. You guys should just pay attention now. Pay attention. Now, look at how some of you are still lacking. Now, you have other block here, you have a fair value gap here. If I am to choose, where is your first line of defense? Where is your first point of interest? Is this fair value gap? Why aiming for this
Yeah,
other block?
I
Now,
wasn't
where
sure.
does your fair value gap start from? Can you mark out the high of this candle? Can you mark out the high of this candle? Let's see something.
Yeah, I did the 50%. It's right here. See,
No,
I
that
did
is
it.
not my concern.
No,
Mark out the high of that candle. Then I will tell you, and I will correct you what you guys are doing wrong. Mark out the high of that candle, like I just explained right now.
this is the high of this. I'm confused.
Marked out the
The
high
high
of
of
the
this
candle
candle.
you just put on right now. There. Marked out the high. Mark it out correctly. Mark out this high for me, please.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, here you go. That's the high.
So, everybody in this class, I want you guys to answer my question. Did price take out a high into an inefficiency?
No.
No, it hasn't gotten
What
there
is
yet.
no? What is no?
Yeah, very good.
Yes.
What is no here? Price took out this high into
For
this
the high. Yeah.
imbalance. Price took out this high into this imbalance. What did I just explain on my chart right now? Anywhere we have an imbalance, there is always some kind of high. What is above that high? Liquidity. Do you really think that price needs to come to the 50% of your imbalance every time? It's
Oh, I thought it
impossible.
was
Not
supposed
every
to.
time. And I can also guarantee you that 7 out of 10, price doesn't need to come to your imbalance, 50% of your imbalance. Look at what you are explaining. So if you have your higher liquidity, this should be your higher liquidity right here to target, because that liquidity is also resting above an imbalance or below an imbalance, I mean.
Okay,
See
I have a
how you
question.
guys
Wait,
are
wait, wait.
misinterpreting like price.
So look, this is my question, right? So this is what happened to me today. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna play the whole thing because I sent you a video before I took the trade, right? And I wasn't sure. Okay, so price,
Okay,
right?
pause,
Hold
pause,
on. Let
pause,
me.
pause. And again, use
But
your listen.
price came here.
If you guys don't mark your chart correctly, I mean sometimes you see Sherry now said no, probably because you didn't put the price very well. Always turn on your magnet, put the line on top of your candle. So it will stick to it and show you perfectly whether it tapped in or not. Right. There you can see right here, price took out that high into what? Imbalance. Then price was what? Accumulating. What did I explain to you guys right now? Whenever we took out liquidity, trade into imbalance or something, price needs to accumulate. What is price doing? Price was accumulating. Whether this price wants to go higher, price takes liquidity, accumulates. It cannot tell you that I want to go higher or I want to go down. It's simple. It is simple like that.
So then that's my question. How do I know? How do I know if it's going to reverse?
And how do you know? Is
or
what
if
I
it's going to
explained on gold right now on my chart. Were you guys not here when I was explaining the same thing? Anybody on the chat? In this chat, in this meeting? Hello?
I was trying to follow, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
Who said yes?
Like Rose.
Did you see what I was explaining right now? How price took gold high into that imbalance and accumulate until it shows us price wants to go down. It's the same thing for every trade. It's the same thing. And it's the most easiest thing ever.
So am I looking for a change in the state of delivery? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Because price has taken
Oh,
liquidity into your
okay. So
imbalance
I
and price
took
was
this trade.
accumulating.
So this is my question. I took this trade today, right? What happened was my original goal, right? I was looking for price to sell here, right? But for some reason, I was on the chart and I saw a change in this. Oh, no. I don't know what happened. I saw a change in the state of the, here it is. I took a screenshot. So I saw a change in the state of delivery, right? And this is why I reached out to you because I said, I don't understand where price just all of a sudden sold from. I'm gonna go back
Why
to
is your chart always like this?
like
Because
what?
this is an interesting topic now so that other people can learn.
So I took the trade because I
still,
saw
like I say,
a
I don't
change
know
in
why you
character,
guys
right?
are still struggling, right? Because this is a simple thing that I've explained to you guys again and again and again. Simple. You just have to follow.
So
Now,
I
hold
took
on.
this trade. Listen, I took this trade, right? I took it,
Mhm.
right? I took this trade here because I saw the change of
State
I
of
saw a change
delivery.
of character, right?
Yeah.
Right. So my question is, right,
Wait,
is
hold on. You
that
are in the 5 minutes. Hold on. Hold on. Don't fast
oh
forward. Hold on. You are in the 5 minutes. Now, this
yeah,
is
this
at
is
the
where
point where liquidity was taken. Hold on. This is at the point where liquidity was taken. Now, you are in the 5 minutes. Can you go down to the 15 minutes or the 1 hour? Please. Let them see something.
okay.
Hey, all of you in this chat, I'm not going to say this is the last time I'm going to do something. Of course, I'm teaching every day. And I think the next meeting, all of you will share your chart and give me an example because if you cannot do the same thing again and again, then I don't know what to do. Now,
But I took the
no,
trade.
hold on. It's not about you. It's all of you here. It's all of you here. So, especially Dunamis, I'm referring to you, especially Dunamis, because I teach you almost every day. Now, price took liquidity with this candle. What is price doing? Price gave you inside bar, indecision candle twice. Now, are you guys seeing? So before we will start to sell, what do we need to do? Liquidity was taken again. All of these too high, price pushed down to give you change the state of delivery. So Naima, I want you to mark out these too high for me, relative equal highs as liquidity before price gave you a change in state of delivery. Mark out that high, mark it out, because I'm showing you guys the same thing over and correct. Now, this is when you will go down to your 5 minutes time frame. This is when you will go down to your 5 minutes time frame. Go down to your 5 minutes
Do
time
you
frame.
need me to mark the low
No,
too, or
the
just the
low
high?
doesn't matter to us. The low doesn't matter to us. Where did you see price take out liquidity? And where is the high that took out liquidity? Right here. If this high, this low gets broken, this is your change in state of delivery. How simple can this
So,
be?
but
How
what
do
I'm
you
saying
guys
is I
want
took
something to be
this, right?
simple?
Andrew,
Yeah.
listen, I took this trade, right? I took the trade, I took the sell, right? But my question is, right? Because this is one of the questions that I had for you. So I just happened to be on the chart and I saw a change of character, right? Or a change in the state of delivery.
Hold on, before you go
So
continue
I
again.
went, can
Hold on, before you
we,
continue again. You always saw a change in state of delivery, right? But you didn't know
yes,
how this played out. You didn't
no,
know.
so listen, if you would let me finish. So on the 30-minute, right? This was where I wasn't sure about what was going to happen because I saw that price could do a liquidity sweep here. I saw the fair value gap here, and then I saw the 4 hour here, right? And this also a 30-minute order block. So this is what happens to me often where I'll see more than one area of interest. And I'm not sure where price is going to react off.
You see?
Where price is going to react. And
So
then
you
my
want me
other
to answer your
issue is
question?
okay, go ahead.
Now, again, I'm not teaching you alone. There are a lot of people in this meeting, right? You guys should pay attention again. She said she has 4 hour, other block, another fair value gap, all of this, right? Naima, first of all, again, like I say, I'm not going to say this is the last time I'm going to correct you. No, because you are coming to this class every time. It doesn't matter whether the 30 minutes time frame, 15 minutes time frame or something, what you are seeing. First of all, looking at this chart like this, you are very wrong. Looking at the chart like this first, you are wrong. And it's okay if you are pro, it's okay because I can look my chart like this and I know what is going on. You looking at this chart like this, you are very wrong. You should look at least the 4 hour.
Okay.
You should look at least the 4 hour. Now, looking at the 4 hour, what is that? You can see there is a huge 4 hour
there's
imbalance, right? You don't care about the 50%.
Right.
You know there is an imbalance there, and there is a candle before that imbalance. That candle is the liquidity. This market is after liquidity, and just tap into to rebalance inefficiency. It's after liquidity.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question because I was watching this chart today, right? And price did not reverse off of this liquidity sweep. It reversed off of this one, and this is the 4 hour. So from what I've experienced with trading, I guess US 30 and trading the highs and the lows, right, of the wicks, right? It doesn't always respect the wick. That's why that was my other
It
question.
doesn't
Like, how
always
do I
respect
know?
what? What are you even saying? What are you saying here? You can see there is a clear
Okay,
inefficiency there. You really think price is coming like just because it's coming? What does price do? 6 liquidity, 6 inefficiency. What are you trying to explain? That price didn't respect this area. Is this candle the
so
last candle before inefficiency? No. This is the candle before inefficiency. This price was coming for this inefficiency. What are you trying to explain?
that was my question. That was one of my questions to you before because you were telling me that you should TP at or you should look for an entry at the high of the wick or the low of the wick. And so
I
I would
didn't say
look
you should
for
look for entry, the high of the week or the low of the week. There are people here. I never said you should look for entry at the high of the week or the low of the week. Above highs and lows, there are liquidity. Liquidity will get staking. Price will start accumulating. After that, price will tell you where it wants to go. What do you need to see? A change in state of delivery. If you don't see that, how can I tell you that look for entry above any high or low? Instruction is very clear. Above highs and low, there are liquidity. After liquidity gets taken, price will accumulate, then give you a CISD, change the state of delivery. That is when you know that price is going to your direction.
So that's what I'm at. That's what I wanted. That's what I want more clarity on. So above and below liquidity, which it could be at the body, it could be at the close, or it could be at
It's not,
the higher, the
it
lower,
could
the
be
can.
at the close or, listen, it's simple. If price is reacting to open and close like this, right? This is price respecting some kind of agreement. And before that area, don't you think there are other candle highs around that area? And what is above, below all those candle highs? Liquidity. Why are you complicating yourself, like making this thing hard for yourself? Above highs
I'm
and
not
low,
trying to.
there
I
are
guess.
liquidity.
So are you saying above and above the highs and the lows, there's liquidity, and there should be structure that I should be able to trade, or a change in the state of delivery? Is that what you're saying?
I don't understand that
So
question. Can anybody help her
okay,
out a little bit? Is there anybody that is
as far as
confused about when price take a high, this is what you want to be looking at or something? Is there anybody that is confused?
I understand what you're saying as far as if there once price reaches the high or the low of the candle, or the open and the close of the candle, you're going to look for CISD. I understand that part, right? But what I'm asking you is, if you're saying price is seeking liquidity, is there going to be an already generated point of interest above or below that liquidity that's already, like, for
So what do
example,
you understand
today?
about point of, so like I said the last time, this your other blocks, your fair value gaps that you really know, right? You know when
Yes.
you needed to use this area, this point of interest, when you want to enter your trade. I think this is when these things are valid. I'm not saying they are not valid. When they are valid to you as a trader, is when you want to enter a trade. You guys, you stop complicating yourself. What did I say? Liquidity. That is the primary objective of this market. Keep it simple. And if you cannot understand that price is looking for liquidity all the time, then trading should not be for you. I'm not talking to you like Naima, especially, like I'm just talking in general. If anybody doesn't understand that the primary objective of this market is to seek liquidity, then that person should not be trading. Keep it simple. Highs and low. Listen, not just highs and low. Use that word liquidity. Liquidity. If price is seeking liquidity, I'm here to tell you that, so these are areas where liquidity are. Is that not simple? First of all, you have to know that price is always seeking liquidity and rebalance inefficiency. Even on our way to rebalance inefficiency, there is a high there that price is taking. That high is liquidity. Do you understand?
Yeah, I guess.
This is a
I'm not
map.
trying to frustrate you.
I
Maybe I'm
know
just
you are
not
not pressuring
explaining.
me. You are not pressuring me. What I'm trying
I
to
guess I'm
explain
just
to
not
you is
explaining.
you are complicating everything. Make it simple. Make it simple. Again, do I have to
I
like
mean, I'm really only
write you like,
asking you
hey,
this
start from the
because
4 hour or something? Because your 4 hour is a little bit bigger time frame. to look for intraday. 4 hour and the 1 hour, they are okay. They are okay. So you looking at the 30 minutes time frame now, you see, okay, price was accumulating. Yeah, of course, that is the high or something. Price was just accumulating around that area, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for you, you didn't see that there is what is called like this fair value gap. Now you start to get confused because there other block, other block, other block. I just want this thing to be easier for you guys. I just want it to be easier for you guys. No more mentorship from people or something. Easy. Just three things. Just three things.
I have a question. Do you think
Yes.
this is a good area? This is what I had marked
Listen,
for the
listen,
buys.
listen, listen. Again, from what I explained to you, right? From what I explained to you, make it simple like this now. Can you explain to me? Just, the market doesn't have to do it. Just explain to me like what you are seeing right here now. Just explain to me.
So
The market doesn't have to
I
do it.
see a
Just try. Try your best. Let me see.
so I see a balanced equilibrium, and I see a an I see a breaker block right here, and I see buy side liquidity up here,
Mhm.
and I feel like price is going to correct itself. I
Wait,
also
hold
threw
on,
a
hold
fib
on,
on
hold on,
this.
hold on. This one, especially, what is this?
Oh, this is
Naima,
where I was.
what I'm always saying, again, you are the one sharing your chart, and I'll just repeat myself again. Start from the 4 hour and leave your 2 hour time frame.
So I fibbed this, and this was the 50% of this candle.
Forget your 50%. Yeah, it's okay to have it on sometimes. Now, your 50%, what is in your 50%? Probably like I can say equilibrium or something. You think every time price respect all of this area? No. Liquidity, liquidity, liquidity first. Liquidity. Identify your area of liquidity. What are you doing? Start from the 4 hour, Naima. Start from the 4 hour. Identify your area of liquidity.
Here, right here,
How is that your price is selling? How is that your area of liquidity now?
because
Price
I
is
was looking
selling.
for price. I was looking for price to come and fill this and buy up.
Now, again, I want to do this. First of all, this is your first area of liquidity. This low is resting above an inefficiency. So which means if price is moving from one point of liquidity to another point of liquidity, we took out this liquidity into this inefficiency. Now price accumulates. We are not selling. We have inefficiency there. We have a low. This low is a liquidity. So which means price can just take out this low into this inefficiency and start buying. What
Well,
is
that's
this?
what I was saying.
You were not saying that. Why did you mark
Yes,
this
that's why
area?
I have the box here. I mean, it's lower, but I was looking for
Have the
price to
boss where
buy.
here. This is your boss of 50%. Stop complicating things. This is your boss of 50%. And what is this line? Is this line a liquidity area? Do you really think price needs to come there to start buying? Why are you complicating yourself? I ask you, identify area of liquidity. You are marking the other side of the chart.
I only did that because you did that on your chart. So I was like, and
How?
then
How did I do
I've
that on
never
my
done
chart?
that before. You
How?
did. You were like, price. It was like something like this. You had went like that, and you were like, oh, price broke this, and then it started to buy. You did that with gold. And I was like, well, maybe I need to look for stuff like that. I never looked on that
Oh
side of
my.
my chart. I only looked when usually like well, I only looked over here, but
How
I
did
get
I
what you're
do
saying
that?
about price.
I don't know. How did I do that? What is here? Right here. Right here. How did I do that? Me looking for pullback. I'm looking for in this side of the liquidity. Why am I looking at price liquidity that has been taken?
I guess I should have asked the question because you did that as an example when you were talking about price breaking
I
structure
didn't do that
and
on
you
gold
said
right now. If I'm talking about break of structure is a break of structure. How does that affect this pullback right here? I said identify your area of liquidity. You are marking out this area.
okay, so you're saying that this is too low. I understand.
Why am I
So
saying that?
I
How did
get
I
it.
say that? Come on. How did I say that? Am I the
You
one that
said
put
that
that
price
boss
could
there? What
but
can
you're
you see
telling
in
me
that
that
boss?
this
I mean, you can ask the
you
people in the chat. Ask them, what can they see in that boss? You can also tell them.
I told you that you asked me what the box was, and I said that this was 50% of this candle,
That's
and you
what I'm
pointed
saying.
out that
Your
price.
50%, what is there in your 50%? What is the low or high? Any low there? Because we are looking for low now. What is the low there?
Well, there isn't one. So when you said that price could sell here, all right, or buy here, then I was like, okay, well, price could reverse higher than what I have right here. So this is not valid. This was just 50% of the 4 hour. But you were saying that I need to look for price breaking structure here and price could
Eh?
reverse here.
Are you guys even hearing
I'm
what
look-
she's saying? I need to. I said I need to look. You need to
you
look for
just said
break of
price.
structure here.
Yes, you said price could break structure here, right? And you said price could reverse and start buying here, and
So
that
is
this
that
was
a break
not
of structure?
valid.
Is that a break of structure? Price can sweep this
Price didn't
liquidity
break,
into this inefficiency and reverse. It doesn't necessarily have to come to this area. That is what I say.
right? So I'm agreeing with you, Andrew. You said this was not valid because you said just because it's 50% of the 4 hour, it does not have to come here. So then I said, okay, I'm going to be looking for
Just
price to
listen, because
reverse
I
here.
think you are not listening. Listen, I never said it's not valid. Your very first point of interest, and what is that? Liquidity. Because the primary objective of this market is to seek liquidity. Where is your liquidity? I ask you to mark out liquidity for me. The one you can see right now. You went to mark out something else. I thought, why didn't you mark that candle out for me?
You said I marked here. That was the liquidity that could be swept, and there could be a change in the state of delivery and price could buy here.
So
I
now,
can't show no chart, but wait a minute, let me try. So I think what he's the blue box can stay there. But what he's saying is don't focus basically on just that area because other areas can come and go and you'll miss everything.
it's simple.
Basically.
It's simple. And this is what
Like
she
get
did
your
with
stuff
this trade.
as it comes. Yeah, get it as it comes. Don't make that your primary focus. Keep your 50% there.
Easy.
Because it's
This is what she
possible it
did
can
in
come
this
there.
in this trade.
But you got liquidity on the way to that 50% where it could potentially make a change and you'll miss it if you just focused on that area.
You heard what she said. I never
Yes.
said like, oh yeah, it's not valid or something. But this area is what you should be looking at because price may not even get here before buying. Because the liquidity we are looking for might just be taken and into this inefficiency. This is the same thing you did right here. You were looking at the other block and other more fair value gap when price has already taken liquidity into your inefficiency. You must learn from a mistake. And I'm showing you what price did before this pullback now. And I wanted you to show me an example. Oh yeah, price can just come here and start buying. You are focusing on, I don't know what is this high here and this blue bus. When you have a candle right here, do you want to be doing the same thing that you were doing before, or you want to improve in your trading?
I'm trying to be better.
Then why are you not listening? You are telling me that, yeah, this is how I do it before or something. If you know that you are okay with what you are doing before, then what is the point of learning? I'm telling you right now, this is what you should focus on to be better. Take the information, go home and work.
Okay.
And every time I'm repeating the same thing, right? Why? Because I want this information to stuck in your head. The primary objective of this market is to seek liquidity, seek inefficiency.
So I have a question because I'm glad this is happening right in front of us. So sometimes price does not grab this, right? It does not grab the liquidity and it'll just
Okay,
buy
now
from
it's a good
like
question because
it
I know
won't
where you are
touch it.
driving to. You said sometimes.
No, it's happened several times
Yeah,
and I'm like, well,
yeah. And if some people can tell here, and I always say, price is only looking for sufficient liquidity. Those major liquidity that you are looking for might not, price may not grab them. If you go to the 1 hour, there might be 1 hour low or something that has been taken before price is buying. Just for example,
no,
this is the first candle.
it
I
it
know.
just it looked like it bought from
Relax,
it didn't
relax.
grab anything.
What is this? Is this not a low? Is this not a low?
But that is from 4 p.m. I'm talking
I
about this
know
candle
that
right
is from
here.
4 p.m. That is why I'm telling you, relax. You are too fast forward. Relax. Before this thing buy up, price grab this low before it bought up. Now, are you going to trade Asia session? That is my question for you.
No, I only was gonna
No, no,
trade
no,
it
no,
if
no,
it
no.
hit that
Just a
area.
straight answer. Are you going to trade Asia session?
No.
Then why are you concerned about the very first candle of the day and few minutes into it? Why are you concerned? You have
Well,
a lot of hours before your session. Why are you concerned? You really think this is a buy now? Even if it's a buy, that is none of your business. What did I say? Trade during your session. Prior to your session, before your session, come to your chart, see where price is at that moment. That is what I keep preaching. These are for learning's sake. And you just see a price turning around, you say, yeah, but it didn't grab below. It's not yet. It's not yet your session. Price just open. Price can buy all the way up, grab this high, sell all the way down, grab this low before your session either ways. This is market. Wait until you get to your session. Right here, the information is what you are getting, what you will look at, and what price can possibly do, what is doing every day. That is here. That is why you are here.
I have another question. So earlier, you were just talking about like when you exit, are you looking like at the 5 minute, the 15 minute for the liquidity grab? what time frame are you
Somebody
looking
asked that
as far as your
question. Somebody asked that question. Do not misask that question. 15 and 5 is the lowest time frame, and 15 and 5 is what I use to enter. I don't use them for my liquidity. And 15 minutes mainly is my entry. Why will I be looking at 15 minutes as my liquidity? There is
no,
a
I'm
there is a
saying for your
way.
exit.
Then my exit,
Not
go back
your
to
exit. That's
I hear you. Now go back to the 4 hour. Go back to the 4 hour. So now, like I say, everybody is different. If I'm trading the 4 hour candle, I'm trading the 4 hour candle. If I'm trading the 1 hour candle, I'm trading the 1 hour candle, right? And if you are looking for exit, right, then you are looking for highs and
Will you
low.
tighten up your wait a minute, Andrew? Will you tighten up your screen so we can see the top and the bottom? There you go. Or tighten a little bit more so we can see the top. All right. Thank you.
So
you're
again,
welcome.
your exit will be what? Highs and low, or whether previous 4 hour or something. Fair value gaps.
We'll see.
What?
Okay. On the 4 hour.
I just said go to the 4 hour. So when price was selling, this is this candle, right? This is this candle. Now you can go to your 1 hour to start marking out the lows of, like, for example, one hour or something, because those low might be area of liquidity and price might get to and turn around, or fair value gap, right? You have multiple way of taking profit, because this is a pullback. Now you should know this is a pullback. So you know this pullback is coming to somewhere to continue higher, right? So which means you don't need to take this price to all the way to the bottom, because price is going up now. Or the higher time frame candles, for example, like the daily candles, are now shifting to the other side. Then you can say, okay, now I can be targeting the daily candles, because of course they are now moving towards the other side. So which means price may likely go to that direction, because it's a daily candle. Trading your intraday, you must know. And if that session finished, then yeah, I'm going to trade until session closes, or until 1 hour closes. I've shown you guys example of just trading only 15 minutes candle can make you whatever you want to make. Only 1 hour candle can make you whatever you want to make. I've shown you guys example. The way I trade is different from the way you trade. The pair I'm trading is different from the pair you are trading. You can use risk to reward ratio 1:3, 1:2. That is your choice. So you really think if you want to get 1:2 right now, probably inside 1 minute, you already get 1:2. You don't even need 1 hour, a whole 1 hour or 30 minutes. You have different way of taking your profit. That is your choice to make. I'm not going to make that for you. If you are okay with what you make for the day, then fine. Get off the market and go and do your thing. Percentage wise, risk to reward wise, that is your choice. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you want to trade a risk to reward trade, then that is okay. Maybe your minimum is 1:2, and sometimes you can hold, depend on the volume in the market. That is a choice to make.
I please want to ask a question.
Okay.
Okay, based on Madam Naima's chat, Madam Naima, please can you share your chat again? On the 4 hour time frame where we were at. Okay, so Andrew, here's my question. This was the inefficiency that price tapped into and swept this liquidity. My question would be, what if price didn't get to this inefficiency but kind of swept this? Would you still look for an entry from here, maybe to this point of liquidity? If
That was
price
my
didn't,
question earlier,
Where?
and
Where?
he just
From there?
what if
So,
price didn't get to this point and
yeah.
just swept this high? I think you said previous highs and lows are liquidity points.
And
Would you have
I know what you're asking now, and it's very
okay,
simple.
okay, so
What did you call that? Liquidity, yes? This one right here.
yes, yes, sir.
This one right here.
Yes, sir.
This just happened to be here because price took this, right? You can start looking for that confirmation you are waiting for.
Okay.
If you didn't see any confirmation, did you have a trade to trade?
No.
It's simple.
Okay. And
And it
you
just happened that this one is here. Inefficiency.
yeah.
Automatically, it just told you that, oh, yeah. So you see how aggressive he went there. That is just the one candle that took out all of the high. It's not like two candle. Maybe if it was like two candle now, like the first candle take just this one, fail to take this high, right? Then you see how it behave. If there will be opportunity for you to like shut the market down. If there is none, what does it mean? It's looking for higher prices, higher liquidity.
Yeah.
Then
Yes, sir.
it will go for this, and if it takes out that high, that means there is a fair value gap here, which automatically it traded into that fair value gap. Do you understand what I'm saying? Maybe after
Okay.
that is when you will see your opportunity. Then you know
Okay.
this is my opportunity.
You mean this one?
What I'm telling you is that just take for instance that it was not just one candle, which is this one alone, that swept all of this, right? Maybe
Yes.
this first one just only sweep this high, right? It didn't sweep the upper one. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Now you can go to your appropriate time frame and start to look for your change in state of delivery. If you didn't
Would it
see,
would this candle have to close? Would you wait for it to close to be a confirmed sweep of
correct,
liquidity?
that is a good question. Usually, I don't wait. Sometimes I don't wait. But
Okay.
mind you, and I did the same thing in UJ with Rose. He was looking at, I think, the previous day high or something. And I told him, for me, I'm looking at another higher high that is there as my liquidity point. Because for some reason, the way the candle move, it just tells me that that price might be seeking higher liquidity. Do you see now? It's like experience.
Yes, sir.
I know when price wants to go higher, to go for higher liquidity. And of course, you can literally see that price will not give you that shift in market structure or like the change in state of delivery until it gets to that point.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can just start monitoring the trades, right? Like, okay, we took out this one, for example. Did you see anything? No, because the candles will still go like straight like this. You
Bullish,
understand?
yes.
There will be no
Was still
shift
going bullish.
in structure.
Yeah.
Then automatically you can see there we take out another one. You can still be watching. You take out another one. Probably before you will see now that candle closes. So you can start okay, what are we going to do next? You understand? So this is just, you have to be patient. Wait for that thing to
Okay.
present itself. You just have to be patient.
Okay.
And it has to be in your session.
And your exit Okay. And your exit, is it when this candle finishes, wherever it closes, then you exit the market, or would you be waiting for the second one to come up again?
So hold on. This candle might not even be the candle that is going to give you that setup.
Which one?
Like this first
This one.
candle, it probably
Okay.
just takes the liquidity and
Okay.
start consolidating. Then you
Okay.
will see liquidity now take and price give you that shift. Then
Okay.
you can wait for price to rebalance that area. Then depending
Okay.
on the candle that rebalance that area, you understand,
Okay.
it could be like the first 30 minutes candle that open is the one that rebalance that area and start selling. You can just
Okay.
use trade only that 30 minutes candle, for example.
Okay.
And
Okay.
if it's that 15 minutes candle, you can just trade only that 15 minutes candle. And if there is enough volume, trust me, man, you will just get what you want. You
Okay.
don't even need. But if you see like, okay, now there is like not enough volume, maybe price is still consolidating, you know, you can start watching price closely, like, okay, is it going to like reverse now or something? Because that the same thing is what you're going to see. And when
Okay.
price is reversing, it doesn't mean that you were wrong. You were not wrong. At this point, price, if there
Yes.
was enough liquidity, yes, price will just move. So that thing is telling you that, okay, there was not enough liquidity. So price wants more liquidity now. Do you understand? It might respect the same high, but it might take inside candles within, then continue. These are something that you can even start looking by yourself in the chart. Do you understand what I'm saying? Once price they don't get enough liquidity, it is going to seek more liquidity before it's going to that direction that it wants to go.
And okay, sir. I took a trade today, and
On what?
one question. On gold.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and it was just using the see, like the high and low of a candle. I think it was 1 hour, and I think I will share my screen. There's something I want to ask you about because sometimes I get
Okay.
confused in that.
Alrighty. Mm-hmm. I can see your screen. Do you trade in 1 minute chart? Can you hear me? Wait, can anybody hear him?
No, I
No, I
can't
can't
hear
hear
him.
him. I can hear you.
Wisdom, he's on mute.
Okay, sorry,
All
sorry,
right,
sorry.
Wisdom, you teaching in the
I'm
dark.
really sorry.
Okay,
Shit.
what do you want
No.
to show us now, Wisdom?
I'm serious. Okay, this was what what I saw, it was on the 4 hour, and I took this trade on bound this high and low here. You see
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, price took that high, then started pulling back. Yeah.
to the minutes. Yeah. Yeah. No shift here. And
Where is it? Is it this one here? Okay, it's the blue
yeah.
one.
So,
Okay.
so I
Yes.
know that when that price has consolidated, yes, this is blue one
Okay.
down like take and set limit. Uh,
Hold on, hold
okay.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. What are you trying to say? I'm not hearing you. Can anybody hear him?
Hello, hello,
Uh-huh. What are you saying?
hello.
Yeah. What were you explaining?
Then this one I saw the shift now. I saw the shift after um and was the
Hold on, hold on.
right.
You know.
Can you see?
Yeah, here, this is what the 1 minute.
So can you see?
Yes, this is the 1 minute. And
Mm,
this is very good anyway, but nice entry. Like,
yes, sir.
I mean, your entry should be from
Yes, sir.
there, even this first one. But what are you trying to explain right here? This is what I want to know.
Okay, this is what I'm trying to explain, right? When came down,
Mhm.
we start doing the like
Your network is
the
really
loop
bad. We cannot hear you.
started structure the loop. Sorry, please.
So, I can tell you that.
Everything
Hold
until
on. If you can hear me, we cannot hear you though. What I can tell you, let's go back to your your other side of the chart again. You cannot manage trade from from the 1 minute you can see like easy price action, but you see all this initial accumulation phase, those low is where you should be targeting. But we don't hear you at all. It's very difficult.
okay.
We
Hello.
don't like you see all this accumulation phase. This is where your
So
target should all be. Like because you can see it's a very clear thing. You take it from the 1 minute, and of course you have to go to like 5 minutes, 15 minutes to also look at other structure. Because this lower time frame structure can
distract me. Can distract me, right?
yeah, it's okay to take an entry here, but you can manage the trade in like bigger time frame more, just to see how the candles are closing. If we are just taking a high or breaking below or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
But your network is really bad. We cannot hear you. This should be a
I
very good
closed
question and
on break
good.
even after the 4 hour.
Hmm?
Okay, sir.
But before you take your entry from
Can
the
I
one
stop
minute,
sharing so you do what you want to do, sir? Mm. Hello, sir. Are you saying anything? Hello.
your network they bad.
Okay, let me stop sharing. I'll listen as you talk. Then.
And again, anybody get question? Is there any question before we